Welcome to the school of sexuality. Let's talk about our values, gender equality. Everyone has a body, but no two are the same. Respect, consent. My body is my body. Respect, consent. Your body is your body. This is the school of sexuality.
Relationships. They're everywhere, in every part of your life, from family to friends to teachers and possible romantic relationships. But what makes for a good relationship? And why do we get close to some people and don't get close to others? A good relationship should leave you feeling good about yourself, whether it's just a friendship or a romantic relationship. Healthy relationships are based on equality and respect. So let's talk about what healthy relationships look like. Signs of a healthy relationship are trust. Each person in a good relationship should know they can rely on each other. They know they can count on this person to come through for them and be supportive. They feel their secrets are safe with this person and that they can believe what the other person says to them. They believe the other person will not do anything intentionally to hurt them. Respect. In healthy relationships, people talk to each other in ways that don't put down, insult, or belittle. They value each other's time and opinions. They protect each other's privacy and personal space. Honesty. Each person should always be truthful and open. They can express what they want or discuss their hopes without fearing how the other person will respond. They don't feel like the other person is hiding things from them. Growth. In a healthy relationship, people want each other to enjoy their favorite activities, learn new things, and spend time with family and friends alike. In life, our hopes, fears, goals, and interests will constantly change, and people who are in good relationships will understand and even embrace those changes. Empathy. Each person should be willing to understand and validate the other person's perspective. Balance of power. In a healthy relationship, both people feel like they are on equal footing. They can make their own decisions without fear of retaliation or judgment. They feel physically safe. They respect each other's opinions and independence. No one pressures the other person to do something that makes them feel uncomfortable, and they put equal effort into the relationship. Compromise. Conflict is bound to arise in every relationship. People should be able to compromise and negotiate to a mutually agreeable solution when there are disagreements. Communication. In a healthy relationship, each person can share their feelings, even when they don't agree, in a way that makes the other person feel safe, heard, and not judged. Now that we know what a healthy relationship should look like, what makes us close to some people and not to others? Intimacy. It's another word for closeness. You could think of it as into me, I see. It's our innermost thoughts or feelings. It's the part of us that we keep closely personal. The more intimacy we have with a person, the closer we are to them, or the closer they are to us. Let's take a look at our intimacy circles. Intimacy circles. Private. The middle circle is called the private circle. The only person here is you. You are the most important person in your world. It's important that we practice self-care and develop a friendship with ourselves. After all, you are the only person you have to live with for the rest of your life, so you need to learn how to love yourself. Privacy means to be alone, and spending time alone is incredibly important. This is the time we can use to reflect on ourselves, our outside relationships, decide what we like and what we don't like, or process feelings we might be having. Intimacy. The next circle is the intimacy circle. In here, we hold the people that we are closest to, the people we can trust. Consider for a moment what personal things we are willing to share with the people in this circle. And what kind of touch are we okay with? Intimacy can be romantic and not romantic. We may have family members, best friends, or people we're dating in this circle. Friendship. The friendship circle is for people we enjoy being around and bring us joy, but we may not know as well as the people in our intimacy circle. We might not decide to share secrets with people in this circle or choose to hug or touch the people in this circle in the same way that we would our intimate friends. Acquaintances. Acquaintances are people we interact with and may have light conversations with, but we do not share personal things with. Think of this circle as the handshake circle. Encounter. Last but not least is the encounter circle. These are the people we come in contact with but do not know. This would be like a server at a restaurant or the checkout person at a store. We may be polite and ask how their day is, but we keep our distance. Our circles define how we interact with people. As you can see, you are at the center, and the further away, the less intimacy you have with those people. Not everyone has the right to the same access to you. Consider which circle do we want to give most of our time to? What kind of touch are you okay with at each level? And what kind of boundaries do you have at each? Boundaries is a way to teach others how to be around us. Just because we have intimacy with someone doesn't mean our relationship is healthy. Not all relationships are healthy. Unhealthy relationships are based on attempts to control people. What if we have someone in our intimacy circle or our friendship circle and we don't feel good when we're around them? This could mean that the relationship is unhealthy. Here are some signs of an unhealthy relationship. Signs of an unhealthy relationship. Control. When a person makes all the decisions and tells the other what to do, what to wear, or who to spend time with. They tend to be jealous and try to isolate the other person from their friends and family. Dependence. When a person feels that they can't live without the other, or they threaten to do something drastic if the relationship ends. Digital monitoring or clocking. When a person uses social media sites like Instagram or Snapchat to keep tabs on the other person. They will constantly message or text the other person and demand quick responses. Dishonesty. When a person lies, steals, or keeps information from the other. Disrespect. When a person makes fun of the other or talks about them behind their back. Hostility. When a person picks a fight with the other. This may lead to one person changing their behavior to avoid upsetting that person. Harassment. When a person uses unwanted, unwelcomed, and uninvited behavior to make the other feel unsafe. They may use catcalls to make inappropriate comments about the other's body or make physical advances without consent. Intimidation. When a person tries to control the other by making them feel fearful or timid. They may attempt to keep the other person from their friends or family or threaten violence or a breakup. Violence. This can be physical or sexual violence. Physical is when a person uses force to get their way, such as hitting, slapping, grabbing, or shoving. Sexual violence is when a person pressures or forces the other into sexual activity against their will or without their consent. Something that could affect the quality of our relationships is when there's an imbalance of power. Power is the ability to exert influence or control over someone. Some relationships naturally have a power dynamic built into them, such as parent and child or teacher and student. The power imbalance in a relationship with peers, friends, or a romantic relationship can sometimes create an unhealthy dynamic in the relationship. Some signs that you might be in an unhealthy power dynamic are:
Taking School of Sexuality's classes could have some side effects. Side effects may include, but are not limited to, new ideas, confusion, happiness, communication skills, urges to be yourself, self-love, better friendships, new values, excitement, confidence, compassion, discernment, sympathy, tolerance, thoughtfulness, respect, and big questions. For any questions you may have, contact us immediately.